Hello there, and welcome to the Creature Collection. As you wander the nearby woods, you take notice that a fierce ghost has been following you for quite some time. This is not your normal specter. Dark forces emanate from this spirit. You might be in contact with a Wraith. Beware.
A wraith is a ghost or ghost-like image of someone, especially one seen shortly before or after their death. There is not much known about the wraith. However, they are described as a Scottish ghost with history and working in black magic before death. The Scots believe that if something went wrong during spellcasting, resulting in death, the person would return as a wraith. Most commonly, witches or wizards who tried unsuccessfully to extend their lifespan or manipulate time. These people pay the price with their soul, doomed to never reach the realms of the dead and cursed to live between dimensions for eternity. There are multiple types of wraiths that are discussed in Scottish folklore. The wraith most of us are familiar with borders between ghost and demon. They are unfeeling, devoid of positive emotion, left with only hatred and despair. A wraith can steal a soul with a single touch, dooming their victim to wander eternally with them unless the wraith is killed. It is extremely difficult to overcome. They are very powerful creatures and can only be defeated by a holy presence or weapon. Because they are inherently evil, they cannot withstand holiness of any kind. The lore does put a lot of emphasis that if a wraith is attacked, it must be killed, or else it will be angered by the attack and unleash its fury on the world. A wraith's anger is so violent and powerful that in one wave of attack, its energy is enough to steal the will to live from entire villages. Some stories indicate that the wraith can be extremely intelligent and capable of holding on to grudges in their undead state. They will target those they feel have wronged them and steal their souls, damning them to a state of eternal wandering. There is also a more parasitic type of wraith. They are demonic in nature and inhabit an empty space until they find a human to meld with. They do not make their presence known to the victim, and they are believed to not have any type of special magical powers or abilities. The main notable ability of this type of wraith is its ability to procreate. If it is inhabiting a body that then has a child, part of the wraith melds with the unborn child, making it part wraith as well. This child is called a blood child and would be considered part demon. Finally, a wraith called a Voror. They are considered good. These wraiths are also called watchers or wardens. These wraiths will follow a human soul from the moment it is born until it dies. This is the only wraith that is not considered malevolent in nature. The appearance of the wraith is vague by description, as none have ever been identified in person. Some legends describe them as being dark entities wearing a long black cloak. Their arms and legs are extremely thin and corpse-like. Additionally, the face of the wraith is described as either skeletal or an endless black hole. Other descriptions are simply a lack of description. Because they are ghost demons, humans cannot see them, and therefore they are identified by the feeling received when their presence is near. Our first example is from the film titled The Wraith by Mike Marvin, released in 1986. In this film, a high school student returns from the dead to seek revenge for his death. The murdered boy turns himself into a high-tech spirit in black leathers and sets out to battle the gang of car thieves, led by his killer. Kestrel, also known as John Wraith from the X-Men comics, is an anti-hero in the series and has psionic abilities, allowing him to jump from any point in space and appear in another at will. He didn't utilize any flashes of light or sound when he used his abilities, making him ghost-like. He can take others with him as he disappears and reappears in space. Due to his part in the Weapon X program, he had age-altering abilities, making him seem immortal. Finally, we have Evolve, the video game. The Wraith is the third monster playable in this game. It is known to be elusive, specializing in assassination maneuvers and stealth. It is cunning and fast, focusing on targets while causing mass amounts of damage. When using a Wraith in your creation, focusing on what kind of Wraith you want to use is important. However, because most Wraiths are inherently evil, it is more important to focus on the attacks and damages they cause. This will help in creating a believable Wraith character from that of a simple ghost. This creature has a lot of potential to grow within your story or game, as it is a versatile legend that doesn't have many restrictions. It can be the villain, or it can be helpful in the event you wish to utilize the Varor. The main idea is focusing on the series of events that led them to their current state. Anyone can die and become a ghost, but what type of powerful mastermind is messed up enough to become a Wraith? This will help your audience understand the character on a deeper level, really rounding out your character and their history. What monster should we tackle next? Find out next time at the Creature Collection.